Hello, greeting everyone. It's me, Jeevan Dakal, the managing director of JD Learning and Entertaining and the program conductor. Okay, and as usual, we are again here for the discussion on the topics related to teaching and learning, related to English teaching, English language teaching and learning. Okay, and as usual, we have two guests. One Tara Chandra Yogi and next Setiram Gosai, and they both are teachers. Okay, so we know that we usually raise the issue related to teaching and learning. Okay, the different issues, different problem which are related to teaching English language. Okay, and we know that English language is taught as foreign language in our country, so there is great problem of learning and teaching English language. So without doing any delay, I would like to welcome our guest, two guests, one Tara Chandra Yogi and next Setiram Gosai. Setiram Sir, I would like to welcome you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Like the same way, I would like to welcome our Tara Chandra Yogi, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. We have been discussing on some topics, some issue related to teaching and learning. Okay, and as usual, we have one topics. Okay, our one issue which is also related to our teaching and learning. And today we are going to talk about the essential quality to be an ideal student. Okay, that is one topics. And today we are going to talk about this topics, or we are going to discuss on these topics. And without doing any delay, I would like to introduce yourself. Okay, and at first I would like to request our Setiram Gosai sir for your brief introduction.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. My name is Setiram Gosai, and I am a teacher of primary level, Saraswati Secondary School, Rapti Sonari Baki.
Yes,
And
sir.
in this school since 29 years ago, sir.
Yeah, you have been teaching there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. And like the same way, I would like to request our Tara Chandra sir for your brief introduction.
Well, thank you, sir, for asking me this question. Actually, my name is Tarachan Irgi, and I also belong to the same school of Mr. Setiram Sir. The name of
Yes,
my
sir.
school is Saraswati Secondary School,
Yes, sir.
Sonari 3,
Yes, sir.
Baki. And
Mhm.
but I live at Madan Chowk, and
Mhm.
I do daily up and down. I teach in 11 or 12 grades. Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you so much, sir. And today we have our topics is essential quality to be an ideal student. Okay, sir. It is very
Yes.
important and very essential topics for us. Okay, for learners also for teachers. And like the same way, I would like to request our Gosai sir. Okay, for sharing your experience as an English language teacher.
Yes, sir. As an English language teacher, I taught in different classes, secondary level, lower
Mhm.
secondary level, primary level,
Yes, sir.
sometimes in plus two level,
Mhm.
higher secondary level. Also, I taught in my
Mhm.
teaching life,
Mhm.
and in our community, the English learning atmosphere is not good, sir, because
Mhm.
the society is from another language community, and
Mhm.
students can't get enough that opportunities to learn and to understand about English language. So it is very difficult for the students to learn English, sir.
Thank you, sir. And like the same way, I would like to ask our Tara Chandra Yogi sir, but he is our regular guest, so he has already shared his experience. No matter today, also I would like to request him to share his experience as an English language teacher. Tara sir.
Well, thank you for the question. Yes, thank you for your question.
Yes, sir.
And is Setiram Sir said that it is very difficult to teach our children English because they are not habitual and there is not good exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And so it becomes our duty to make a kind of circle, a kind of atmosphere in our schools too. But
Mm-hmm.
because some works are individual works, some are community works. Individual works can be done single body, and by a single body can be done that as that individual work. But some community works there are, and there is the need of many hands. Until and unless many people try, it is difficult to get that very objective in society or in the community. So making an English atmosphere in the school, if it goes the duty of one teacher only, it is difficult. That's why for good exposure, uh, a positive atmosphere is required in schools, and for that purpose, all the English teachers should try to make to help to each other. Until unless they are united, it is difficult to make this kind of atmosphere in the school. In my opinion, English is the second language. English is the foreign language for us, and it is very difficult to learn, especially in community school. This is my experience.
Okay. And now I would like to ask you some questions related to our topics. Okay. At first, I would like to ask our Chandra sir. Okay. Tara sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to ask you first question. Okay. And you know that in our society, learners and students are taken in the same way. It means they people
Yes,
take the learner and the student from same way, from same perspective. Okay. Okay. And
yes, yes.
what difference do you find between learners and students? What is your opinion on this question?
Well, as far as I know, as far as my
Mhm.
experience is, that learners and students are not very different, but yet there is some difference between them.
Yes, sir. Hmm.
Because a student means a formal learner. A student
Hmm.
means a formal learner who goes to school, who gets admission, who is regular, who has to appear in the examination, who gets certificates. This way, that person is a student, and learner is that person who is eager to learn some techniques, some skills, some trainings. So it is not necessary that a learner can be a student or should be a student, but a student is learner. So learner is different person, and student is a different person. A student can be a learner, but it is not necessary that a learner should be a student. Learner can be anyone. A mechanic can be a learner, right? A farmer can be a learner because he wants to learn something. Yes, he wants to learn something regarding his agriculture. He wants to learn something about fertilizer. So in this very case, if a farmer tries to obtain some information, some knowledge regarding agriculture or farming, then he is a learner. But we cannot say him a student. In this very condition, a person, the farmer, I told you, the farmer is not a student because he is not registered in any school. He has not got any. He has not got a registration in any institution. He is not regular going to school. So in this very sense, a person can be a learner, but
Yes.
and a student can be a learner, but a learner cannot be a student. For that, there is some special process to be a learner. Sorry, to be a student. This way, learner and students are different. In one line, I can say that a student can be a learner, but it is not necessary that a learner should be a student. This
Uh,
is.
sir, that- okay. And so I would like to ask our Setiram sir. Okay, I would like to ask your opinion. Okay, and what difference have you found between learners and the students? What is your opinion, sir? Setiram sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. According to question,
Yes, sir.
according to my uh,
Mhm. Yes, sir.
experience, uh, there is difference between learner and students, because
Yes.
and for students, the teachers are ready to teach,
Yes,
and
sir.
students go in school. It is
Mhm.
it is regulated by the national education system, and uh, we teach to the students only school, and the students have some categories, and they have fixed time,
Yes,
fixed
sir.
class. They have fixed rules and regulations in school. They are students who join in school, who admit in school, and they pass different grades, and they get the certificate. They are student, and the learners may be anywhere, in any way. People can learn, and they can learn in the uh, their working place, their working platform. Also, they can learn, sir.
Thank you so
It
much,
is
sir.
the Yes, sir. It is the difference, sir.
Mhm. Thank you so much, sir. What kind of help or the assistant does a student need? Okay. And if he or she needs help, what kind of help does he or she need?
Well, thank you. Your question is very sensitive and uh, very big, because the answer cannot be given in this very short time. Even then, I will try to shorten it. So, as your question goes, what type does a student need help or not? And if he or she needs help, then who can help? What kind of help they need? Is that
Yes, yes, sir.
that's the question? Yeah. See, definitely, because learning is not a very easy task. Neither learning is an easy task, nor teaching is an easy task. Both of them are very sensitive work. Both of them, is very sensitive task in the sense, because doing both the work, learning and while teaching, regular attention, regular concentration is required.
Yes, sir.
And uh, for doing your work, for teaching students or for learning a student needs or many kinds of help from his people. For
Yes, sir.
example, he may need help from his parents. He may need help from his society and
Yes, sir.
his community, because while a student learns, lot of things are required. Some infrastructures are required, and those infrastructures are to be provided by the parents. So he may need different kind of help. For example, he may need financial help. Sometimes students are very much upset, they are hopeless as well. In that very time, they may need some support, some motivational help. Sometimes they need sympathy as well, because learning, I have already mentioned, learning is not a very easy task. When a
Yes,
student learns, different kinds of process go in him or her. He or she may have got different kind of depression in the mind, because sometimes what happens, suppose there is a mathematics teacher, he taught the child with his great level for any skill. Even then, the child could not understand. Now, and the child is unable to get any link how to do, what to do. Then in that very time, a child can be frustrated, can be hopeless, can be distracted, because he has been given a work and he has to complete it anyway, but there is no help for him because his parents are not educated, and there is no any home tutor also to teach him. So this kind of circumstances can be with any student. So in this very case, what happens, a student needs some motivation, a student needs some time, some sympathy, some different kind of support. So is far in the question, does a student need help or not? I will say a student definitely needs help. Now, what kind of help is the question? Help is to buy books, money is required, and sometimes he may have got some kind of trouble in his mind, some tension, some kind of hopelessness in him. In that moment, some kind of motivation from
Yeah.
his parents. This way, it is very clear that a student needs help, and the help can be financial, can be some support, can be some motivation, like that. Like that.
Uh, Thank you so much, sir. This same question goes to Setiram sir. Okay, tell in brief, sir. Okay, your opinion. Or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
does the student need any help or the assistance? What is your opinion?
Yes, sir. Mr. Tara sir explained
Mhm.
about this question very nicely, and
Yes, sir.
I am in support of his expression 99%. But one thing, for
Mhm.
teaching the student, we have to understand these all the problems of students, and the teacher have to do his behavior according to that, and uh, teacher have to overcome this all the problem, and he
Mhm.
have to teach, then it will be fruitful for the
Mhm.
students, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very reliable answer. Okay, and I
Yes,
would like to ask question to our what Tara Chandra sir. Okay, and who can be a reliable source for the help of the students? Tara sir.
Well, very nice question.
Mhm.
It is very clear. If a man is sensitive, a man is considerable,
Mhm.
he or she will definitely know who can
Mhm.
be a reliable, a strong source of
The
help
students.
for a student. Is very
Yes,
clear.
sir.
It's only parents.
Mhm.
It's only yes, for a student. It's
Yes,
only
sir.
parents, because the student belongs to the same family, and in the family there are father and mother and some other people also. So first responsibilities goes of the parents. So the reliable source for a student of help can be only his family first, and on the other end, sometimes what happen, some other elements of the society can play very important role. It depends upon the interest and desire of a person. Your neighbor can also be your neighborhood, a neighborhood can also be very interesting role in very reliable source. Sometimes it has been shown that a child lives in mama's ghar, I mean maternal uncle's house. Then it in that very time, what happens, that maternal uncle and aunt and the family members can be a reliable source for him, because the help can immediately be provided.
Yes, sir.
Of course, his father and mother can also be interested for helping him. Suppose the parents are in America and the student is in Nepal, and he is living with his maternal uncle, maternal aunt. Then who can be a reliable source for him? Only his maternal uncle and aunt who are near to him, because the help can be immediately provided to him. Of course, father and mother who are in America, they can also support, but the help that can be provided by the people who are nearer to us
Mm.
is better and quicker than those who are farther than us. So, in this, for this answer, I would like to say that the reliable source can be father and mother or the guardians with whom a child is living. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, the next question goes to our Setiram sir, because we don't have time. We have lack of time. I think your opinion is also covered by our Tara Chandra sir. Okay, so I don't want to repeat
Just,
this. And now,
yes,
Setiram
sir.
sir, I would like to ask you another question. Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir. Ready. Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you satisfied with the learning of today's students?
Yes, sir. I am satisfied, but not perfectly satisfied, sir.
Yeah.
Because the students of these days, although they have got many facilities and they have got many opportunities. Then also students are not getting enough performance in their learning, because in previous days it was very difficult to get one textbook, and learning materials also were not available in the beginning days. As we were the students, we have got so many problems. There were some financial problems and light problems, and although there were many problems, the students in those days, they did so much struggle. And now there are so many opportunities, and guardians also aware about the learning of their children, and teachers are that trained teachers are available, and the school building, library, computer lab, everything is available. Then also the level of the students is not as they have to be in this modern age, sir.
Sir, and Tara, sir, do you have to say anything on this question? Do you want to say something in brief?
Yes, yes. What could you please repeat your question?
I mean,
Yes, I got answer.
yes.
I got.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes. You, so in that very connection, whatever I would like to say that if I speak truly, then I'm not satisfied with the learning of today's student.
Yes, sir.
Very clear. How and why? You can yourself inspect. You can yourself observe them. Observe a student who is walking on the. Observe 3 or 4 boys who are walking on the road or are playing. Learning is seen in behavior. They don't have manner of talking. They don't have manner of walking. They don't have manner of eating. They don't have. I see most. I'm not talking about every student, but most of them. What I have seen that even on walking on the road, they push, and here is not a place where you play.
Yes,
The road
sir.
is not a place where you enjoy. That's very risky, na? What does your learning teaches you? Learning teaches that while you do your work, be honest, be careful while doing your work. So you are walking on the road and you are pushing, pulling, enjoying, laughing. Is that the manner of walking on the road? No. So learning is seen here. You can listen so many people using rough words. Is that the manner? So these things, learning if just for passing in the examination,
Yes, sir.
then they are passing by hook or crook. They are passing. But if you are talking that is useful for the society, learning that is useful for the nation, then I'm not fully satisfied with the way they are learning.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Tara, sir? I think Tara sir's net is not working well.
Sir, this is.
Tara, sir. Yeah. Tara, sir.
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Yes, I would like to ask you next question, okay? And do you see
Yes,
any obstacle on the way of learning? What a student may face?
Yes, there are learning a lot of obstacles. The first obstacle is that there is not a positive atmosphere and environment in our school and outside the school too.
Yes,
Because
sir.
learning cannot be captivated. A learning cannot be captivated or present inside the school only. Of course, in the school there is formal learning, but learning is outside the school also. That learning is called informal learning. So, lot of obstacles are there. For example, our parents are not as much as careful as they should be. I don't think there is any parents except some of the boarding schools guardians who are asking their wards, their children about the homework. No, a few parents only have got their planning at home, a schedule at home. There should be a schedule also for a student. What time a student should get up, what time a student should go to school, what time he comes, and what time he will do the homework. and what kind of homework a child has got. Is there only writing homework, or is there anything that is to be learnt also? So these are the obstacles. Parents and another things are that obstacles in the schools too. Because there is not positive atmosphere outside the school. There are always parties, always birthdays, always what is shout, unnecessary noise. DJs are playing, and children are going to join that party at night till 10 o'clock, till 11 o'clock. Children are outside the home. They are involving in parties in what to say, that sound. So these all things what happen, these all are the obstacles on the way of learning.
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Okay, sir. Now it is turn to our Setiram sir. Okay, Setiram sir. What are the
Yes, sir.
essence to be an idle student? What do you want to say on this question?
Yes, sir. To be idol student, first of all, he have to give his attention, and he have to do all the performances well in school.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about his future,
Mm-hmm.
student have to learn. First, emphasis he have to give in learning,
Mm-hmm.
and only learning, also only study and learning only will not be fruitful for the development of the personality of the student. So he have to do some social works also. Social, he have to be in the contact with the society, and to develop the personality. Society also help him, but first emphasis he have to give in the learning, sir.
Sir, Tara sir, do you want to say something on this question? If you
What is
want
the question, please?
uh, essential qualities to be an adult student, and if you want to say tell only include only the qualities which are not included, not told by our Setiram sir. Then we have lot of
Well,
time.
see, because the yes, I would like to say sorry because I'm in a hurry, because the battery of my laptop is also going to discharge. So I will
Yeah.
finish it very soon. Students should have some essential qualities. They can be obedient. Students should be obedient. Students should be honest. Students should be having some patience and endurance as well, because sometimes some teacher is called, sometimes teachers give some more work. Students should understand them, should not get angry with the teachers, because that work is for the student. I see that some of the students get very soon irritated.
Mhm.
They start they start to make some kinds of remarks against the teacher. So students should be full of patience, full of tolerance. Students should have some self-confidence too. That
Mhm.
sometimes some problems comes, a student should not lose his patience. He should get some idea from himself. He can generate, that is self confidence. But and discipline is very much important thing.
Yes, sir.
Discipline is important at home too.
Mhm.
So discipline is one of the very important thing in the school, and students should be punctual too.
Mhm.
A student should have its own planning, its own schedule, what to do, what time to do. So a student should be full punctual, responsible as well, because homework is given, the homework is not done, or the child is not going to school regularly, a child is not listening the teacher, then they are not the quality. Students should be good listener as well, because listening is the first step of learning. If a student does not listen his teacher, then it is difficult to learn. So curiosity, goal oriented, punctuality, these all things are very much important to be a good student. But I feel these are not in many of the students. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
That
think finish, sir, because he is not audible clearly. No matter. Now we are nearly at the end of the our program. So I would
yes,
like
Yes.
to ask our Setiram sir for that means what message do you want to convey to our learners, to our teachers, or to our audience regarding the ideal student?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Mm, First of all, the guardians are
Mhm.
responsible to
Yes,
make
sir.
the good student, and children are deeply related to the guardians,
Yes,
and
sir.
first responsibility have to take guardians, and
Yes, sir.
what type of education they have to give their children, what type
Mhm.
of civilization, discipline, everything they have to give. They have to think, and they have to understand, first of all. And
Mhm.
students also have to think about their future life, their career, and their that performance. And the teachers also have got some responsibilities, and they have to perform one responsibility, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, sir. And Tara, sir, what message do you want to convey to our audience regarding the idol
Yes,
student? Tell it, please.
yes, because yes, because I'm sure that people are listening me. If they
Mhm.
are parents,
Yes,
then
sir.
they have to module their children.
Mhm.
They have to module their children, because if there is an idle student, if one what to say that example, one unique student, then only a student can be a good citizen of the nation. So for idle student, to make a student an idle student, a good student, parents have to play very important role in it, because they are with them for so long. In the school, a student remains only 5 hours or 6 hours. The impact, I mean, the influence of the school is lesser than the influence of the family. So family, I mean, guardians have to understand. They have to make regular eyes on their children. They have to make a schedule for them. At last, the student is off there. Hmm? The student, a boy is a student later on, but the first of all, a boy is the offspring of his or her parents. So it is very much important. What I would like to say that I'm sending the school, the child is going to atmosphere at home. Rest, sit with the child. Try to understand your child. Sometimes you have to encourage your children. Pay time to your child. If he or she becomes an idle student, he or she will be an idle citizen also. Thank you, sir. This much.
Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to request all the audience for listening and watching this video. And mainly due to internet problem, we are sorry. I want to say sorry because the our voice is not clear sometime, and sometime our that what to say that means everything is not clear here because due to internet problem. Thank you so much, sir. Now we can.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, okay. Tara, sir.
Okay, thank
Okay, thank you, sir.